Okay, last video for the night, and then I have to go to bed. It's ridiculous, like 11 o'clock. Anyway, so I have been trying to pay attention to the campaign and stuff like that. The one thing I have not done is actually sat down and read some of the campaign promises, like the plans that have been, but I've been having a hard time finding them. I did go to like each of the websites and stuff like that, and I couldn't find anything. And I'm hoping by now that the parties might have actually laid out plans and have something on their website. So I'm hoping to go back. But I've been trying to pay attention to the news, to all of the different events, the campaign stuff. And so far, what I am seeing, more of what I care about is coming from the NDP. And as a voter, it is very frustrating because I feel like it's too little too late. Jagmeet Singh should have had a clearer message much, much earlier when he knew Trudeau was out. That was the time to start campaigning. You know, a lot of Canadians are very mad at the NDP because we feel that they sort of failed us. Sorry, this is my dog. That they have sort of failed us, by stating that they might have caused an election, that they weren't going to back Trudeau's government and all this other stuff. And when we didn't want an election originally. And there was a lot of stuff that they just feel like they didn't push the Liberals on enough while they had the power to. But, sitting now and listening to him talking about, rent caps and grocery caps, which was something he brought up, talking about trying to double federal disability, really doing something to help seniors, those below the poverty line and stuff. It is so frustrating because this is the stuff I want. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like there's a clear plan. Like, I don't even know what he meant by doubling disability. Did he mean the new tax credit program? Did he mean the other? It's not clear. I don't feel that there's enough of a plan, and that's the problem. And the other frustrating part is even if I fully agree, and I do mostly, but even if I wanted to back the NDP, they don't have a snowball's chance in hell right now of winning. They're lucky if they're going to be a friggin' party by the end of this, because Canada is so behind the Liberals and Mark Carney because they're terrified. They are terrified that Pierre Poilievre is going to win, and this is why all these leftist voters are backing the Liberals when they were so split before. And it sucks because I really wish a lot of these ideas were coming from the Liberals, and I talked to my local candidate about some of this stuff today, and I intend to go back and talk to them a bit more about it. But it's like the real ideas are coming from the NDP. I don't feel like there's a total solid plan, but at least they have ideas that I can get behind. So it is so frustrating to be a socialist in Canada and not feel like you have a party, or at least a party that you know has a chance of winning. Like, the Liberals have gone to center, and they're not talking about enough about the issues that are, I feel, should be important. And it's frustrating. It is so friggin' frustrating. Like, you just wish there could be like a combination of the two. I was watching a documentary today that was talking about like when Jack Layton had his massive, increase in seats. He went from like having like 39, 40 seats, something like that, to about 103. I miss those days. There was hope. There was hope for a socialist Canada with better ideas for helping the most vulnerable. And then we lost Jack, and we ended up with Tom Mulcair, and everything just went to shit with the NDP. And I don't know why they're not able to find somebody that can recapture what Jack had. Anyway, I'm off to bed, and those were just some thoughts I needed to get out.